it was a real coup for us to get to work with you. And I'm curious, what challenge or opportunity led you to want to have an offsite in the first place?
We, as a leadership team, as a people leadership team, had not come together physically at all since a few of us were newer. So we wanted to kind of come together, spend time together, build relationships, get to know each other, and that was really the primary impetus for the offsite. We also, of course, wanted to talk strategy and think about what our goals were for the rest of the year, and align together on what that would look like.
I was really curious about the dynamic in the room. If you could speak to a little bit about what you noticed about how we had breakouts, and of course, we paired people, some intentionally, some not intentionally. What was the feeling in the room as the day was going on?
I I loved the movement from activity to activity. I really felt like the dynamism of the day of like big groups, small groups, large group discussion, stand up, sit down really helped the day flow really well. And people were getting very introspective. I felt people opening up more and sharing more as the day went on. I think when you have a group of people folks, we come in pretty open, which is pretty nice. But it was a group of people who had never been together. So building trust was important. And not only that, being able to say some hard truths or I think that trust really it sometimes it could seem like it's there, but it actually needs to be built over time. And so being able to call things out, being able to share direct feedback with each other, I think that um, was starting to show later in the day, which I really appreciate. I think as a result of people sharing more about themselves, feeling more comfortable, I learned some things about my colleagues that I just didn't know before that really changed our relationship for the better.
You posted on LinkedIn looking for a facilitator. You had a lot of interest in this role. I'm curious, what made you decide to work with CLG Coaching?
Um, I did speak with a lot of the facilitators and many obviously amazing facilitators in the Bay Area. But when I spoke with you, Cara-Lyn, and in fact, you were the first person I spoke with, what I liked about you, one was your energy. I felt like you could really not only command the room, but guide the room. And you had that nice balance of um, support, feeling supportive, but also a little bit. Kind of helping to shape the conversation. And I felt like our group needed somebody who could be directive and kind of move us when we needed to and guide the conversation.